There's all kinds of rides out there in the English countryside. Some I look forward to more than others, and this is definitely one of the good ones. This is TRISCOMBE in Somerset. Just look at that terrain. There's all kinds of different steepness. There's even a cliff into a lake, so be careful not to go down there. I'm camping in my trusty micro camper, so I'm going to be fresh and ready for first thing in the morning for the ride. Professional guide, front. That's right, Ella has organised this one, which means I have high expectations, and the expectations are going to be that it's steep. After 3 months off riding, it's definitely it feels like probably more of a challenge than it actually is. Nice. I have to say, first run down, first ride in 3 months. I was hoping they were going to take it a little easy on me. There was none of that for the southerner. This is the world. Their idea of a warm-up is a southerner's idea of dropping straight into hell. It was hell, but it was a hell of a lot of fun as well. And quite quickly I just found that my juices were flowing and I was actually starting to enjoy myself. High up the bike is. Now it took me a little while to find my feet, and initially I just kept on feeling like I was going over the bars. A little air in the forks and repositioning my weight, and before I knew it I was gaining some confidence. Whoa, okay. That's sliding. My southern softy saddle height is just nowhere near enough for this stuff. Thanks for organising, Ella.
Alright.
Yeah, there's loads around here, isn't there?
Yeah.
All quite steep. Everywhere we look, there's trails. It's really highly populated. Look, from there, from there, from there. Come up the fire road. Multiple crossings. Right, well, things are pretty steep already, but they're not steep enough for this lot apparently. We're in search of the trail with a vertical chute in it. Thank you very much for that. Before we go down there, what's scary about it?
It's a vertical.
Oh,
So,
excuse my name.
Underneath, going straight to the right hand corner. And there's a tree kind of laying across there. Well, above here was going down. Not too bad, 6 foot in the air.
I just heard vertical and now I know it's bad.
We'll find out now.
Oh my god, I don't do vertical. I'm only getting used to steep, let alone vertical. So it seems like the plan of action is keep trying trails in search of the absolutely hardest and steepest one on the whole of the hill, isn't it? Is that right?
Hardest, steepest, weirdest.
Oh my god, these guys are hardcore. There's so many choices, we can't decide which one to do. Obviously I've got to come out on camera, but down there is choice A, incredibly steep. Choice B is like a cliff face. But I reckon I could ride that, I'm sure. So I'm going to ask you right now to help my channel, help me out, I put a lot of effort in, just click like and subscribe. So after so much time off the bike, this is definitely turning out to be a rude awakening, but I'm surprising myself, I'm picking it up quite quickly, and we're into some really steep trails. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Insanity. Oh. Oh my god, Adam, Captain Seaton like this. Oh, now. Excuse my language. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was steep. How was that? That was pretty challenging. That was good. It didn't look as bad at the top, I thought. I thought it didn't look so bad, and then coming down it was like, oh actually this is pretty hard. Now there are a huge variety of trails at TRISCOMBE of all kinds that go on for miles and miles. In fact, if you look at trail faults, they carry on all the way down to the coast, so we're barely scratching the surface. I definitely want to go back. This is insane. I've never ridden this sort of stuff at this speed in the wet a year ago. Many of these trails probably wouldn't be quite so challenging in the dry, but this was wet and it was slippery, and you combine that with roots and steepness and it's definitely going to wake you up.
Cut back onto the trail, just carried on.
Where you lost your momentum, with that bit, I plastic you halfway alongside you. You're like, shit!
Now I'm fully awake, we take a little break near the top of the hill. There's a beautiful little clearing, and just into the trees is some proper gnar. And now I'm warmed and wide awake, I think it's time to hit it. But this is going to be one of the most difficult trails I've ever ridden. It's my turn to go fast, and I have to admit the slightly immature part of me felt like I had something to prove, so I am flying down some stuff at rather an uncomfortable speed. Oh, that bottomed out of fall. I could tell because oh my god, hit the ground. This is probably GoPro flat, people. I mean, I promise you, I'm absolutely flying down some of the steepest stuff I've ever ridden.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh my god. I made it down.
I think that's probably the only shot where you get some idea of just how steep that is. That's pretty much vertical at the top, and Soapy went over the bars. I'm sure that must have hurt.
This is definitely the most insane one so far.
Oh my god. Boy, did we pick one? That's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh my god. That was...
Right, it's going to be GoPro flat, but that was fucking steep. Steep with steps. That was probably the hardest trail I've ever come down, I think. But I'm pleased with myself. I pretty much only hesitated once. That was hard. Everyone's packed up. I'm pretty knackered myself. I'm going to do the Dredged last run of the day. Okay, never say that. Second to last run of the day. Extra power mode. There we go. Oh. Yeah, didn't really get that rubber berm right.
We rode probably 50 more trails that day that I haven't put in the video. I do, after all, have to keep this to some sort of sensible length. I definitely want to go back to TRISCOMBE and ride it again. It's just got such a variety and plenty of challenging gnar. We all agreed, for instance, that this bit just across the fire road, although short and sweet and steep, was one of the most fun trails that we'd ridden in ages. It just flowed and was fast with little jumps and multiple options on how to get down. I really enjoyed sending this little sort of drop area there. You could get quite a bit of distance, well, for me.
So I think that's all us done for today. It's going to be a lot of climbing today. Let's go check the stats.
So after several months off, I was definitely feeling quite tired on this ride, but I think that caused me to overestimate just how far I went and how much climbing there was. It was just 13 miles, 3,000 feet of climbing and a top speed of 26 miles an hour.